I had to miss last week, but I'm back at it again. You can't keep a good, strong black man down. You like my description, well, Maurice? Strong black. Anyway, I'm joined by my two great co-hosts. Flo, how's it going?
I'm making it.
I'm making it. Where'd you get that from?
I was about to do like the Mary Tyler Moore show thing, but then I forgot how the rest of it went.
Maurice, did you understand what she just said? Because
no one watched Nick at Night
obviously,
as a kid.
Obviously, no.
I watched Full House.
I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Does that also count?
Oh wait,
that was on Nick
Mary
at
Tyler
Night.
Moore. No wait, I'm thinking it was another show. It wasn't Mary Tyler Moore.
Also watched Married with Children. Does that count?
Oh, is that the one with the white guy and his two kids and?
Yes, and they you see like TV dinners.
Like, yeah. 90% of television. I just want you to know that.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't let me finish my description because he just understood what I was talking about, and you just wanted to be an asshole. But that's cool.
But
yeah, TV's more diversified now. Diversified is a word, right? I'm not just making sure. Okay, we ain't gotta go there today. Okay. Maurice, what's up? I didn't introduce you yet. I just brought you in. What up?
Yeah, so that was like about a 6 out of 10 joke that you said earlier. Don't think I was gonna forget. And I'm doing cool. I'm kicking back with the Destiny on PC. Destiny
what was my
2.
joke?
It was some dumb shit. Strong black man. It was like a 6 out of 10 moment for you, which isn't like. It's average.
We don't count those moments. They don't really exist anyway.
They're very often with you. I don't know if that's.
Damn, it's like that now.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yikes. Nah, not really. Anyway, what we got on the sticks today here, sir?
Destiny 2 on the PC.
Damn, I almost feel bad because I missed the premiere for our first show with Destiny 2 on it, and I'm actually kind of salty, even though. I'm not gonna buy this on PC. I can still respect it on PC because the game looks gorgeous.
Yeah. I think it's I agree. The game does look gorgeous. I was just going to just hype it up a little bit because the 60 FPS. Like if you play Destiny 2, it makes it a lot better than you think. Like the movement, everything feels much better because you feel like you're moving faster.
Isn't that just the thing with PC in general, though? Like, everything is just better on PC? Well, shooters are just better on PC.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Man, you buying into the master race. You don't respect us no more.
I really don't, y'all making just poor decisions.
Bam!
I don't know what to tell you.
It's like we supposed to be friends. Flo ain't got nothing. That means she's just like.
It would be unfriendly to let you keep thinking the way you are.
Okay,
true.
Well,
he's actually doing
what do you mean
a favor.
true? You don't got nothing. Okay, all right. So
Flo kind of wild.
We've gotten that, kind of.
Flo wild all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Anyway, let's start with some news. Shall we? So little show, Steven Universe is finally coming back. Just a little bit. Nobody's heard of it. I think only like 6 people heard of it.
Only 6.
Steven Universe is coming back from like it's Jesus Christ, like what 6-month hiatus. It's one of those words.
Hiatus.
Thank you.
I think it was about 5 months actually.
That's still a long ass time.
No, it is.
What type of break is that? Like, how do you go 5 months? That's not a break. That's more like.
Don't question it, son, because you forgetting about Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter.
That don't count. That's anime.
Okay.
And plus, that dude, he doesn't just. He just. Is he in good health?
No.
Oh, he's not.
Nope.
I can forgive it then because being a mangaka, that's not.
Yeah, no. I was just saying, like, it always could be worse. Like, the creator can always be on the verge of death, which they usually always are.
I think Kishimoto was pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet his series wasn't as lit as Hunter x Hunter.
Damn, it wasn't. Nah, you right on that one.
I'm just saying. I mean, it was good, but
let's not start that debate. At least not yet.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's facts.
It is. Everything is a debate on the internet, son. Don't do that. You know, everything can be a debate.
No,
I swear to God, there's gonna be a nigga that says, "Hey, One Piece is better than Berserk," and that's just gonna be a thing for like. Everything is a debate, son.
But what if it is?
You know better. There's going to be somebody to rebuttal it, kind of like how this show goes.
Then they just don't know any better. I don't know what
kind of like how this show goes.
Okay.
Anyway, Steven Universe is coming back to us on November 10th. How do you guys feel about Steven Universe right now? Because these long breaks, I gotta admit, it's been kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Like sometimes I'll be getting into like the middle of the season, and then it's like, oh well, we won't be back for X amount of time, or even worse, when they like the episodes they gave us with, I think the most current one, I think we're on season 5 right now, yeah. And I'm just going, I'm not really feeling the first half of this season. I mean, I expected the break to come, but I'm like, why am I not feeling Steven Universe as much as I was feeling it in the past? I'm just saying, I'm just trying to come to the realization that maybe this season wasn't as good as previous seasons.
Isn't it only like a few episodes in?
If it is, I can't really tell, because I remember at season 4 and at the end of season 4, season 5 just like started up like what, a month after season 4 ended, and I'm like, okay, I couldn't even tell there was a break there or a break in the season.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what makes watching Steven Universe bearable, because when they come back with the content, usually dropping like 4 episodes in a whole week or 5 episodes in a whole week, which is what you would get over a month's time. Which is what you would get over a month's time. But
to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. It's more of, at this point, I think I would prefer like a steady stream of content rather than what we're getting right now. And that's only because I wasn't feeling the beginning of season 5 all that much. I think we got into the diamonds a bit, and then
Steven got trapped on Homeworld. Lars manned the fuck up. Like, what? I'm actually now questioning, why didn't you like season 5's beginning? A lot of good character development. Lars again.
There was.
Like, I don't.
Wait a minute. Was that the beginning of season 5?
Yes.
Or the end of it?
That was the beginning. Season 5 isn't over.
All right,
yet.
Look. So don't blame me, because I can never tell at this point.
Okay.
So that's the beginning of season 5. And then what was that long stretch that we have with like almost no plot and care? Was that may have been like the middle of season 4?
One of the last things that happened was the Lars head thing, and then it went into like a chill episode after the Lars head thing for Steven. But that was it. That was the very last episode that we've seen, I think.
Oh, because I remember like a couple episodes was with like Onion and the 2 African chicks, and
that was like maybe into season 4. Like that was season 4-ish, but that definitely wasn't 5. I think 5's beginning was trying to build up to this.
Fair enough. Okay. Flo, you've been quiet. How you feel about Steven Universe and its intermittent seasons, I guess?
It doesn't really bother me that much, because I don't traditionally watch Steven Universe when it first comes on air. I'm a binger, so I kind of have a tendency of binge watching it all at once. But like, I agree with Maurice, is like, you want to give the creators time to create good content. I don't want it to be rushed. Like, it's the same thing with like Boondocks, when they're like gone for like a while, and trust me, like, I was begging for a Boondocks episode, but when you give that creator the time to create, then come up with something like totally amazing. So I don't.
That's kind of a bad example, though. But keep going.
No, I mean, well,
really
okay, I'm not talking about like the last season of the Boondocks, but like maybe the first
by, like, the original
1 through 3. Yeah, so I'm talking about like seasons 1 through 3. But like I was saying, give the time for the creator to create, and just enjoy it when it actually pops up, because you can never get enough of Steven Universe, to be honest.
That's an interesting point. Do you guys think that the Steven Universe hype will die down?
I doubt it.
No.
It's like I don't see it dying anytime soon. From what I've seen, like at any comic or anime convention, their fan base is very present.
Yeah.
And plus it's like it's getting a lot of attention because, one, I think it's like the first LGBT show.
Good job.
For kids. If anyone has ever picked that up, but it kind of is. And I mean, they just have strong female characters and a lovable kid with a heart of gold. It's like it's a winner. I don't know what to tell you. And it's just loved by anyone who just has a soul. So,
you mentioned LGBT, but
okay.
instead of saying that Pearl is literally in love with another woman, you mentioned the shit about Steven being a kid. But
I mean, not just her. It's just Pearl, and then Garnet. She's made of 2 girls. She's made of love.
Yeah, you didn't.
She is strong because of love.
You didn't mention these things, though. This is gay because there's about a little boy who's happy. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead if you want to.
I just wanted to consolidate what Flonora was saying a bit. There's a lot of reasons to like the show: the drama, the characters, the twists, the humor.
I'm in it for the story,
and even the action scenes. It's just a lot of things that are just really sought after.
The action can be a little bit better, in my opinion, but it's not exactly an action driven show. So
no, it's not. No, it's not. And the action is few and far between, so I can understand why you feel like that. But I definitely think the show has a lot. It's like, it's just that thing to like, kind of like Rick and Morty. A lot going. Even though I love Rick and Morty, but it's just that new fad, and people are just gonna hop to it for various reasons. It's funny because, believe it or not, Steven Universe is actually starting to get up there in age.
Steven Universe, Jesus Christ, has been on the air since 2014 now. We're 4 years in?
Yeah.
2013?
It started 2013.
Did it? I thought you said 2013.
No.
I think it was 14.
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Either way, we're still going 4 years into Steven Universe. That's actually, for a cartoon, that's actually kind of long if you want to, by today's standards anyway. Most of these cartoons don't really go past about 3 or 4 years.
That's fair. Regular show did end about 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We spent some time on Steven Universe, but I guess because we all love Steven Universe. All right. Moving on. So Sony decided to drop like several serious bombs on this week. I'm not too sure where this came from or why it happened, how it happened. I never even heard of this fucking conference before Maurice so politely told me that it was happening. Apparently Sony had a conference in Paris. I like how you
said politely when I literally just dropped the link in chat and I said, watch this.
But don't you do that? Don't you do that for everything? And don't we all just do that to each other? Hey, y'all, watch this now.
I recognize it's not polite though. I feel like you're giving me a little bit too much credit.
So nicely, okay.
It's not nice. It's just rude. It's definitely.
Yeah, nigga, watch this, because I said so.
Right.
Anyway, I will admit, I only caught like the tail end of the conference because, like I said, I just figured out that it existed. Luckily, I made it for like all the good parts. So like, I caught the God of War trailer. I caught the I caught the Destiny trailer. I caught the Last of Us trailer, and I caught that glorious Spider-Man trailer. You guys know that I have a thing for Spider-Man. I'll admit that.
Yep.
Yes, I do. Anyway,
You
so
really should
let's start with
read
the first thing.
the Web Warriors comics, but whatever. Spider-Man trailer.
Let's actually start with Spider-Man trailer. What did you guys?
Oh, the Spider-Man trailer, huh?
Oh, we're gonna start with the Spider-Man. How, man? No, didn't see that one coming.
Right,
So,
son. Now after I said it, and then you just like kind of slobbed them off a little. It's cool. It's cool.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It wasn't like the sloppy toppy or anything.
Sloppy toppy. So you kids
Come on,
today, you kids today in your English, man. I swear.
What? I know you've heard of sloppy toppy. I forgot.
I
that
have
was
it.
here.
I have it.
Are you serious?
No.
No.
I mean, yes,
no
I am
one
serious.
has-
I haven't heard of that.
Wait a minute.
We can move on. We don't have to stay on this.
We don't. We'll come back to it at the end of the show. All right, that Spider-Man trailer, y'all. DAT Spider-Man trailer. What did you guys think of it before I just like lose myself?
In
Damn,
the
that would have been a
moment.
perfect. That would have been a perfect fucking segue.
Right.
Go ahead.
Flonora.
Oh.
Doesn't have a PlayStation.
definitely-
Moving on.
Well, I thought, like, when I first saw it, I think they modeled Peter Parker after, who was the second Spider-Man? The one that you don't like?
Ben Riley.
Peter Parker.
Miles Morales.
No, like the second Spider-Man from the second reboot.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. I think they kind of modeled Peter's look after him a little bit.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, so
I
I
can
thought
see
like
that.
for a second that he was voicing him, but it wasn't. I'm just glad to actually see Fisk back in the Spider-Man universe, because for a while it's like I've been only seeing him in Daredevil because of Netflix. I'm hoping that we'll see him more outside of the video game and actually in the Spider-Man in the cinematic universe. So I'm excited for that.
How are they going to do that?
I don't know. I just wish for things to happen.
Okay.
Okay,
think-
that's all I want.
I
But-
don't think you can have it both ways, though.
Why not?
Because
But anyway, well, go ahead, give your reason.
oh no, because I would like Daredevil to hang out with Iron Man, but I can't have it. So that's
Don't they
it's
hate
over,
each
man.
other?
That's not the point, nigga. You over here going into the lore with your nerdy ass. What I'm talking about, I just want to see them together on the same screen.
Don't
Like how I'm
disrespect the lore. Who are you?
Who am I?
Disrespect.
But
I'll
anyway,
tell you.
oh my God.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man. Oh god, that would have been gold if I would have did that correctly. Anyway, Maurice, what'd you think of the trailer, guy?
I thought it was cool. I mean, we didn't get to see that much more. Spoiler alert: that was kind of the theme for a lot of the trailers at Paris Games, because nothing was truly new that I remember. I don't think it was anything like truly new besides like some of the indie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer seems solid. I'm still curious about like mission structure, replayability, swinging through fucking New York. Like I don't think we've seen that yet. We've seen a CGI.
Don't even worry about that. It's made by
super-
Insomnia. Insomnia got us, son. Insomnia got us. Just trusting the process.
I don't
This
know.
isn't EA.
Would
We
you
got
do
this.
that? I don't think you would. Well, no, Google. Never mind.
Do what?
Trust in the company.
I would trust in Insomniac.
Okay.
I would trust in Insomniac. I really would. If it was EA or good God, I think Activision made those other games. Jesus Christ. It was Beanox made the game, and I think Activision, had its hand in it, which Activision does what Activision does. Fucking Activision.
We do what we do.
Those games were actually pretty bad. The last good Spider-Man game was what? Ultimate Spider-Man? Well, I guess Web of Shadows was okay. But
Yeah. I like, even though a lot of people didn't like that. I like that one.
it was okay. Shattered Dimensions, I don't think anybody played, and there was another one where I don't know. You play as future Spider-Man for a while, and nobody gave a shit. I think the story was dumb as shit too. But,
that was Shattered Dimension.
no, there was all right. That was the one where you play as 4 Spider-Mans.
One of them was the 20
regular Spider-Man. Yeah, and then there was another one where you just got to play as
right.
amazing. Yeah, you see how fucking stupid that was?
Yeah, I remember that. It's like, oh man,
Anyway,
Shattered Dimension did well. Maybe we should just repeat it.
Right. In fact, I think it was just it was damn near DLC too. That's how. Shame on you, Beanox and Activision.
I was broke back then. I didn't know. I didn't know about that.
I didn't want to play it because those other games were not all that great. Anyway, moving on to The Last of Us 2, something that I am very excited about, and this actually would have segued into another topic that we have, but we're going to keep it here for right now. The Last of Us 2, single player games seem to be kind of on the come up right now that I'm really thinking about it, because we got all these great single player games coming out. We got Spider-Man, we got The Last of Us, we got something else that I'm not really thinking about. Drawing a blank. Right, we got Horizon, we got Assassin's Creed, which is supposed to be decent, even though Maurice is probably about to shit all over it. We're going to get it. We've had Final Fantasy come out in the past, and we've been having a lot of good first player stuff. And The Last of Us 2, it's developed by Naughty Dog, so Naughty Dog's not going to let us down. What did you guys think of The Last of Us 2 trailer? Let me just tell you, I thought that was Ellie, but then I was like, yo, how did Ellie get so buff? That wasn't even like what she lifting weights. I don't understand. There's not too much food to eat, so there's no way that she had the calories to build that much muscle. I didn't really understand.
You didn't hear that Ice Cube song, man? Getting swole off bread and water.
Good God. So where did he get the bread?
Using the water.
Okay, son. You mean to tell me niggas can just try to make bread, son?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Anyway, but that's not. I don't think that was Ellie though. I think that's almost confirmed. I don't think that was Ellie. But even if it was, I would not be mad. I would not be mad if that was Ellie. But it would have been like so different from the first trailer to the second trailer, to which us as gamers we shouldn't be all that surprised. They change stuff from like trailer to trailer all the time. But yeah, Ellie was buff. See those guns, man?
Right.
Like Jesus. Anyway, the trailer didn't show much, guys. It just showed a lot of gore. There's some girl hanging from upside down from a tree. There's not really too much to talk about The Last of Us.
What the fuck?
What are you talking?
She hit her. They broke her fucking arm with a hammer, son. Like we gonna.
But there's not too much story-wise to talk about. What we gonna talk about?
They was about to do it twice, son. Like what the fuck?
Okay. You didn't see the guts hanging from the people they hang? Like my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think there's not too much to talk about besides the game looks absolutely gorgeous, but we don't know none of the characters. We don't know none of their names. We don't know who they are, what they're doing. We don't know how many years in the future this is. We don't really know nothing, and that's kind of like the theme that Maurice has been talking about. The theme of these trailers, just we don't really know any. They didn't give us too much information to go off, which is a good thing. I'm gonna turn it over to Flo. No, shut up. Flo, what you think?
I mean, I personally would like a little bit more information in terms of like the plot, because like for me, it's like I want to make sure with any game that I want to be drawn into the story. But overall, the trailer does look hella gory. So if you're a horror fan, this definitely seems like a game for you.
Did you play the first one?
You know I didn't.
I know. I just like doing that. Who knows? You might have played it for, I don't know, a friend probably had a PS3. Like a normal person. I don't know. Like,
that's what I did. Well, I got it, and one of my old roommates played it, and I just watched them play it because I didn't really want to.
So you were basically at Twitch at home, but I guess that's respectable. I guess.
Yeah, I mean it was fun. It was a interesting thing. Me, him, his girlfriend, and my not girlfriend at the time, now girlfriend at the time. It's pretty fun.
Mustard.
Yo, got an exotic boy. I mean, yeah. So transitioning to that God of War.
Well, you got an
trailer.
exotic?
Yeah, I just did.
Right after I said mustard. Get it? Mustard is yellow. Exotics are yellow. Shout out to Pam for getting Maurice that exotic, y'all.
Okay. Okay. Oh, are you here in the background?
No.
Oh.
I just assumed she was there.
She's there. She's there.
Anyway.
Right. Transitioning to God of War, though. Now, this was the one trailer where I think it actually opened up and told us, God damn it, Flo. It opened up and told us what the what the gameplay actually might be, because we see like more team. It's more like a team effort between him and his son. It seems like you have like kind of limited control of his son, or or maybe it might be like an AI bot similar to the dog from Fable 2. I missed that dog. So that was actually interesting to see. Glad they're showing more of that. Still know what the game is though, or why he's even fucking there, but you know.
For this one, I think I would have liked a little bit more information. I'm on the flow side for what she said for that last shit that we just talked about. I can't remember. I would have liked a little bit more information with this game. Just a little bit, not all of it, but just like, you know, why is he here? Why is he in another dimension? Why does he have a son? Is he still a god? Like,
is this a cash grab? Like, these are important questions.
Is this even a sequel? Does whatever happened in the past, did it happen? I don't know. We don't really know. They say it is, but you know, game developers lie. No Man's Sky, and this we don't.
People lost money off that, son. That's not cool. That's not okay.
I mean, shame on you for just blindly believing what the game developers say. This dude just came out of nowhere. I mean, that is kind of hurtful, but I mean, come on, this man promised the world. Like, come on. They were a little bit too optimistic, and they got shot on. They'll be alright.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, man.
If anything, it's good for the gaming industry. I bet they won't do that shit again, like what people are doing. But hey, I
don't feel like Destiny made promises that hard, son. Like, even with the new patch they got, like, yeah, it's new raid content. New raid content.
Reese, Jesus couldn't make a promise that hard. So, you know.
I'm just saying.
These people was like, hey, we got 1 billion worlds, and you'll never be able to meet your friends. And if you do meet a person, would they be your friend? Would they be your enemy? Whole time you just can't straight up meet people.
So this is what they meant.
1 billion planets? You mean just like slightly different colored grass? And yo, they just straight up lied. And when they tried to call them on their bullshit, the developer was like, you just never heard from him ever again.
Dog, I wouldn't either. What do you do?
That dude took the money. I'm sorry, guys. We're going off on a little bit of a tangent, but there was this game called No Man's Sky. And
oh, they know what it is.
Oh, if you listen to this podcast, you probably already know what No Man's Sky is. But Flonora, there was this game called No Man's Sky.
Oh my god.
Let's just put it this way. That's like if you walked into McDonald's, you asked for a double cheeseburger, you gave us our money, and we was like, nah. you get nothing. We gave you like some ketchup packets or something.
Yeah, they did,
and we can't deal with it.
They did at the very least come back and fix the game. Like, I think their last patch was like a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago. So I'll give them credit for that. At least they like stuck by the shit.
This nigga in this small shield. I'm looking at the gameplay. This definitely died. Okay, son. Anyway, does anybody got anything to say about the God of War trailer? I would assume not.
I just told you something.
Flonora.
You just like calling her.
Did
out.
he adopt?
I did that with you, nigga. Go ahead, Flo. I'm sorry, you were cut off.
Oh no, no, you always. I mean, you always call her out, especially on things you know she don't know.
But I call you. No, when I say call out, I thought you meant like, hey, do you want to give your opinion or something like that?
No, I mean like on the game stuff specifically. Like, it's always like this pause. Like, yeah, I know you don't know. Just say it. Say it.
That's half the show right there. That's what the listeners want to hear.
Hey, Flo, how much do you not know? No.
Don't worry, when she hosts the show, she's gonna like tell me some journalism shit that I don't know about. Hey, Andre, do you know how to spell the Wall Street Journal? I thought not, nigga. Moving on. Flo, do you have any thoughts about this game you know nothing about?
I'm too hung up about who the kid is.
His son.
And
His
then
son. Glad we solved that mystery for you.
Already. Moving on. Good one, gang. Moving on. Solve that mystery. All right.
Oh,
yeah, that's his son.
That is his son. Yeah.
His weapon is an axe.
I'm so sorry. Like,
we're not doing it on purpose. I swear to God.
No.
But you said it. He did it that time, not me. So I get a pass.
In my defense, we talked about this game like at E3 like 3 months ago. And I think you asked that same question. I was like, yeah, it's his son.
Did she really? I hope we have it on tape.
I really don't remember that at all.
We definitely talked about it because they showed it. They always show this fucking game. Like, they haven't stopped. Oh my God. Shout out to Sony marketing team. I wish they were backing me in my life goals.
Hey, shout out to Sony, y'all, for for making this week like somewhat better, because this week sucked, man. Well, at least personally. Moving on, we might stay on this for like 2 minutes. Destiny 2, Curse of Osiris. He's back. He's Osiris. He's about, I don't know. He's some type of excellent warlock dude. He taught Akora Ray. I didn't know that. And he's a boss. Maurice, what else do you know?
He's crazy as fuck. He's a warlock, so that guarantees.
Man, why are all the warlocks crazy, man? I'm about to write to Bungie, man.
As soon as these niggas touch Vex Tech, son, they just lose their shit. They just go like everything is a lie, God is dead type shit, son. Like
it's almost getting to the point where it's like bad writing, like, oh, Warlock, Vex, you already know what's about that. Like, what is it? Like, they just say that all the Warlocks are crazy, and then you look at it and it's like, yeah, pretty much. Most of the story is probably because of the Warlocks right now, and
they crazy, yeah. The Titans are the Guardians, the Hunters like gather supplies or some shit, and the Warlocks just are crazy. Like that's it. That's everyone's.
Imagine called all the Guardians and just the Titans are just. So now that we make it clear, we know what Maurice favors, right, y'all?
No, they are the Guardians.
Titan.
No, sorry, I meant like they're the protectors of the city, like cops and military guard and shit. Because like their like little symbol is actually a reference to like an old battle called like something of the Six Fronts or whatever. And they had groups of Titans holding up 6 points while they were protecting the city. It's a pretty interesting story, but that's why. But they're basically like sentinels there. Oh shit, the boy with the fucking shotgun.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Destiny 2, we're getting more DLC. I wish it was cheaper, but hey, it's not going to be cheaper. I might as well just like get my head around it, because Activision is about one thing only, that's making that money, bleeding us dry like a goddamn pig to get every red cent out of us. But at least the DLC doesn't look all that bad. I just hope it's not, instead of being like, for Destiny 1, which one out of the 2 expansions, which one wasn't the good one? Was that Prison of Elders or House of Wolves?
That's the same one.
It was a House of Elders, and then
I feel like you're trolling me almost at this point, son.
I didn't buy it. If it makes you feel better.
No, it's fine. I just feel like you're trolling me specifically with that question.
I didn't buy it, son. Shit. I just hope it was the better DLC. I'm not expecting Taken King level, but I'm expecting.
No, it's gonna be like Dark Below level.
Dark Below. Which one was the better expansion?
Between Dark Below and House of Wolves?
Yes.
Below. Hands down.
Okay, I hope it's like Dark Below than House of Wolves. Yeah. Even though I didn't play any of them. All right. Moving on from DLC. And yes, Caleb, I am still complaining about DLC. I want free stuff, damn it.
Why?
Moving on, I like free things.
They gotta pay for shit. You playing the game
Like-
is free. I mean,
I wouldn't say that because we had to buy the game. But...
I mean, now you can play it for now you can play it for free. Every day.
The fuck? Food is free. You just gotta buy it and eat it first. But as soon as it gets to your stomach, then it's free.
Yeah, I mean, food is like a one-time use, and then Destiny's like replayability, so you can keep coming back and play it. It's like unlimited lives. Because I pull that shit out of my ass. I don't.
Hey, I mean, I was trying to figure out where you wanted to go there, but you didn't give me a segue. Moving on to the next thing. Let's talk about music. We got some good things. We got some good topics for music. Flo, are you ready?
Hit me.
Maurice, are you ready?
Don't hit me. Just let me know what you want to talk about.
I can't hit you, son.
No, I don't. I'm not into that shit. I'm sorry.
We're playing blackjack.
No.
They're gonna take the risk.
No.
Froggy, son.
The fuck is Risk?
Have you ever played blackjack?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay, just making sure. All right, moving on. Music. There's this little man. I gotta stop introducing every topic with little.
Right. You
Anyway.
just giving it all away. Like, oh, about to be something big, boy.
There's this little rapper. You may have heard of him. His name's Eminem. The real Slim Shady. Marshall Mathers. He probably has other names, but I just can't think about it right now. Rap God. All that shit. We mentioned this before very briefly on the show before last. Eminem does indeed have a new album on the way. It is going to be released November 17th, which is approximately 16 days from now. What's very interesting about this new album and this rollout is just Eminem is kind of taking a page from Kanye West just a bit, and I'm pretty sure that shout out to Caleb Gray, y'all. He's a good friend of the show. Caleb is going to call me out on my shit, but I think that M is kind of taking a little note from Kanye's book and saying like, all right, let me just put up some cryptic messages for, am I releasing an album? Am I not? Is this the title for it? And then I think M took it a little bit, took it a step further. So like, whoever like, I don't want to be wrong, so I don't want to speak on it. Somebody in Eminem's circle posted a picture on Instagram with like this fake poster in the background that says Revival and a link to go to a certain site. Apparently Revival is some type of, in Eminem's album world, some type of drug. And they're treating it like an actual thing, like how what Mucinex is or something like that. It's called Revival, so apparently that's going to be the name of the album, and it has its own website. It has its own list of things, and on that website it has a bunch of references to like old albums, lyrics to old songs, shit like that. So it was kudos to Eminem. That was actually like pretty clever. I like it when rappers do little shit like that, to give us like like little nuggets to like chew on, I guess. Like, hey, there's some content behind the album, here's some rollout, here's some something before the actual album comes out, to get you excited, get you interested again and shit like that. And it just shows that, hey, Eminem, Jesus, I can't talk today, is about his stuff. He's about his craft, and he wants to have the most enjoyable feeling possible. Flo, I'm gonna let you go first. How do you feel about M's new marketing thing for fake website and fake drug and all that other good shit?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of a little unnecessary. We already knew that he was coming out with the album. People already been talking about it, especially after his freestyle rap or freestyle diss towards Trump. So,
What'd you think of that freestyle, by the way, real quick?
Where he just comes off the top of his dome.
That could be debated, but go ahead.
But anyway,
it definitely wasn't off the top of his dome. He pre-wrote that.
Oh well, it's been okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, when he dropped his little message against Trump, we already knew that he was probably coming up with like a new album, that he was going to be back in full force. So I don't like, because of Eminem's reputation and his fame, I don't think like he needs to do any of those gimmicks. Like he could just drop an album and it's gonna sell.
Debatable.
It,
Debatable. No, it's debatable. You got to understand. Eminem is not old by any means of the imagination, but in the rap world, yes, Eminem is quite old. He's almost up there with Jay, but not at Jay level of oldness. Is Eminem still relevant? Yes, to some people. Some people, M is not relevant. You got to understand, M has been out since before some of these new niggas were born. So that has to be taken into consideration. When did LP drop? Maurice, 98?
Oh, LP? I'm not sure.
It was before 2000.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and you got a 98. I was born in 94, so that means the new niggas the 19-year-olds were just being born when this album came out. That's a hell of a long time. Even though, you know, Eminem's relevance continued years after that, you just gotta. It's old. He's a little old. Now, does that impact the quality? Of course not, because we all know Eminem can rap. He's one of the best to do it or ever to do it. But I do think this move, he did need to do this to get a little bit of a buzz going. He's not Cardi B anymore. He's not the new thing. He's not Uzi. He's not it's not Drake or whoever the hell is young and popping right now. It's hard for me to keep track with little whoever's. So yeah, I do think this was needed. I have no doubt in my mind that the album is going to be dope, because that's just what M does. But I am curious to see who he's going to feature on the album, because Eminem just don't mess with everybody.
Before we move on, I have seen marketing kill a project, and I've seen marketing enhance a product greatly. To say that it wasn't necessary is just wrong. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like, it's really just like the wrong line of thinking. Like, you need to let people know about your product. Like, even in like the fucking IT world, like, I need to let people know. Like, you know, what I'm about, who I am, my name, what my capabilities are. Like, you always want to market yourself.
Fair enough.
Yes. Yeah. And I thought that this ad was actually pretty funny. I loved the humor behind it. It was something for new fans, something for old fans too. Not saying you're gonna crunch this shit like you are gonna crunch this album, but it was definitely likable.
Caleb, to answer your question, I don't think Maurice is playing Destiny, so he can't see you in the he can't see the chat. So
yeah, what is he saying?
He was asking was that referring to him, which no, but the shoe did fit. So did you just run through the fucking barrier and didn't die? Man, Maurice over here cheating.
What do you mean was that referring to him? Like, what did he say in regards to marketing? I don't.
He said that no artist. Sorry guys, we're looking at the chat right now. In which case you should join the chat too, because you know you're watching the show. He says no artist his level need to do any gimmick. I think that was just bad English. I think he's trying to say that artists at his level doesn't need to do any marketing, to which I kind of agree. So I'm kind of 50-50 because Jay-Z did.
Yeah. See, so no, that wasn't in direct reference to you. This is just something I personally feel like, because I've seen major gaming companies just lose out on money for a project because they just didn't let people know what was happening or what was going on, or even movies for that point. Like, remember we like
the Wii U.
The Wii U. Sorry. And then what you showed me this past weekend about that movie I really like, Treasure Planet. Like, even that, like, even though it wasn't on their fault why they didn't get all the marketing that they needed, but it still was a good example as, like, you know, what can happen if you don't have enough sometimes, and still under like a big label. Like, Disney was still big back then. So that wasn't directly to you. That was just something I personally feel.
All right, cool. Flo, did I already talk to you, Flo?
Yep.
All right, cool. So we are all, I guess we're all somewhat excited for this album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eminem is one of my favorite rappers of all time. I remember buying my first album. It was the Eminem Show. That's not Eminem's best project, but it is my favorite Eminem project.
Boy, you had an Eminem show.
Oh, let's go around table with that. Favorite Eminem project. Go. We ain't gotta rank them. Just what's your favorite one? Not objectively, but subjectively speaking.
I think I might have to go with Recovery.
Very interesting. Respectable, but interesting.
I'm also
Maurice.
Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I'm also going to go with Recovery.
Interesting. I guess the nostalgia
not
factor
to say
is very strong with me.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that like the other works didn't. Well, some of those other works it was kind of hard for me to relate to, and Recovery just was like at the right time, at the right place for me, type of thing. But it's not like I didn't enjoy his other ones. That's the one he had with like Lil Wayne on it and Pink. And
was Ass Like That on that album?
No, I think that was on Encore. Yeah, I think that was on Encore actually.
One of those joints was bad. I just can't remember which one it was. I think it was Relapse.
Relapse is the one everyone dislikes, but I like it. So
I need to re-listen to all the M's work, to be honest with you. But
yeah, I would give Relapse another re-listen because like people said that was bad. I go back to some of the tracks often. And it's actually they're not that bad. I mean, it's not like his best work. I wouldn't like top it. I'd say like top 5 or anything like that. But it's not like terrible.
So Recovery is
the one
subjectively.
After that.
No, I'm talking about subjectively. That's my favorite one. Like
that's my favorite.
It may not be his. All right, so objectively, even though we all didn't listen to. Well, no, let's save that for another time until we actually listen to all of the albums. But I would say that Shut up, Caleb. Yes, I think Yeezus is bad. Yeezus has 3 songs on it that I actually like very, very much. I will eat my words to you and Cameron that Yeezus is an okay album. Some songs were very hit or miss, but the songs that did hit, my God, they do hit hard. Hold My Liquor is good. Black Skinhead is good. I literally cannot name anything else from the album. So I will say that I'm wrong, Caleb. You are right. Yeezus is a decent album. It's still not finished though. I don't care what anybody says. 10 songs. Nah. Moving on from music. Flo was like, what are y'all talking about?
I actually like Black Skinhead, but okay.
Did you listen to the rest of the album?
I didn't.
Fuck. Okay. That would have been. I would have been very curious to what you would have thought of Yeezus. We need to get together and listen to all the Kanye albums. Yeah, that'd be a. We kind of do. Moving on. We won't stay on this one for too long because I think I'm the only one that was feeling this song. Gorillaz had a new track come out, and it was called Garage some shit. I forgot.
Garage Palace. Wait a minute.
Garage Palace.
How can you say
Garage Palace? It was Garage Palace. And it was Garage Palace. It was Garage Palace featuring a. I can't even say it was featuring because it was all Little Sims. It might as well say Little Sims featuring Gorillaz, but let's get into that a little bit later. What you guys think of the song? I thought it was very dope because I come from a. I don't want to say it. I don't come from a EDM background, but I do enjoy EDM for what it is and what it can, bring to the table. It's a little bit different from like, your standard rap, but I do enjoy the EDM feel of this song. And then Little Sim's vocals actually matched it very well. The visual was probably the best part of the song for me. The visual that came along with the song was absolutely awesome. This was really good. And before I get into my other 2 points, Maurice, what do you think of the song?
I thought it was all right. Didn't really swing me one way or the other.
I suspected that. Flo?
I actually liked it. I especially was in love with the video because it just gave you all 90s video game nostalgia. And as if most people would know, like I'm more into throwback games than current games.
No, it's okay.
But I really did love the video.
Cool. What was I about to say? Damon Albarn has this thing. Damon Albarn is the co-creator of Gorillaz. Now we got that out of the way. Damon Albarn does this thing where he's
Okay.
like, I mean, some people probably didn't know. Some people probably didn't.
I actually forgot his name, but I appreciate that. I think it was the line afterwards. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the real shit.
You're welcome. Damon Albarn has this thing where he's like releasing some really good songs that wasn't on the album, and let's all say Humans wasn't as good as what we were expecting it to be. So I'm not too sure why you leave off these awesome songs, and you just release them singly. Like so far, if you count the deluxe version, there were four really good songs that wasn't on the standard album. I'm about to nerd out for a second. Out of Body was a song that was on the deluxe version. This, what we're just talking about, Garage Palace isn't on the original album. There's another song on it. I just can't remember the name of it because these names are dumb as shit. But yeah, he's releasing all these songs, and I'm like, why weren't they on the actual album? It's really weird. Even the one that you like, Maurice, your favorite one, which I absolutely hated, that wasn't on the original album unless you bought the deluxe version. So I'm not too sure what. Go ahead.
No.
So I'm not too sure what Damon Albarn is really thinking about, but hey, he can do what he wants. It's his property. They're still on tour, by the way. They've been on tour since the beginning of this year, almost. Well, no, since June. That's a long time to be on tour, dog. And I don't even think they're halfway done. All right,
Wow.
moving on. It was a dope song. I really loved it. Let's shift a little bit, ever so slightly, into technology. This little device, you may have heard of it. You may not have heard of it, but most likely you've heard of it. The iPhone X, aka the iPhone 10.
For the record,
Don't ask me.
Are you just gonna underplay every major thing we talk about today and for the future?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, cool. Now that we've gotten that straight.
I just wanted to make sure.
We've gotten that straight. The iPhone X, I'm going to call it the X instead of the 10 because we already know niggas is going to say the X instead of the Roman numeral 10. So let's just get that in our heads. We all know that niggas is going to say the X. Agreed? Agreed. Agreed? Are we in agreement?
I still call Final Fantasy XV.
Damn. Do you say Final Fantasy X as well?
XV, yeah. XV, it's all the same thing.
Jesus Christ.
Why
Anyway,
you
I didn't like Blood on the Leaves all that much, Cameron. I mean, Caleb. The iPhone 10 released. I think it was either this week or last week. You are chasing this man down, and you're not even shooting him, Maurice. I don't know what. Wow. You and then he died. So did he not look at his radar? Anyway. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
I don't know what to tell you, so I'll take it though.
The iPhone 10 came out, to which nobody could buy it because apparently there was only like 4 iPhone 10s available.
Really?
This was almost comparable. Apparently, because as soon as it went on sale, that's almost as soon as they said they had no more. So this was almost like, you guys aren't into sneakers all that much or sneaker culture, but when the Jordan 1s, the Shadows will probably come out next year. As soon as those release, that's almost as soon as they're going to sell out. So they'll probably sell. I think they sold out within the new iPhone sold out within minutes.
Oh wow!
They don't have any more. You cannot buy it right now. And this was almost expected from Apple. Why they didn't take
Extra
precautions. Yeah, why they didn't do that? Because they already know that people is going to buy their $1,000 phone because they got to be fancy.
Like, right.
Well, it's them running out of phones in such a short time, or Apple not preparing for it. Because it's not unheard of. Well, at least not for me. Because
a little bit of both at this point. I mean, I just don't understand.
If you tried to get your favorite sneakers, you would know the struggle, son. You would know the struggle. They literally, like, if you go online, if you're not there at 10 a.m., like, I swear to God, 40 minutes later, it's gone. You can't get it. it's done so yeah, the iPhone 10 is not available right now, and of course if anybody wants to correct my facts or whatever, feel free to do so, but at this moment I think you cannot buy it at all. So yeah, there'll probably be some more in the future though.
I mean, it's sold out before, but god damn, y'all niggas just buy everything.
Dude, when you have something that's popular, and when you have something that's popular and they say is limited, people are gonna hop on it like hotcakes. And that's like, one thing that
like the Bayonetta amiibo, like Bayonetta has like 2 costumes, right? And though her new one for Bayonetta 2 was like generally available everywhere, and then they had a Best Buy only version for that amiibo, the one where she had her first costume with the tall hair and shit, like the beehive hairstyle, and that shit was up to like $30 like on release because they were sold out everywhere. So I get what you're saying.
If it's expensive, rare, and shiny, bruh, it's gone. Right. Caleb makes a good point. You can pre-order the phone. Only the 5.8 version though. I don't know what that means.
5.8. I thought there was only like one type of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because the 8 has 2 types, but the X only comes one size.
Which makes sense. It kind of sits in between the size of the regular iPhone and the iPhone Plus 6 whatever Plus. And that's a good size for me. In before the gay jokes, but that's a good size for me. Anything bigger than Jesus.
You're doing it to yourself if you think about it that much.
Because form factor for a phone makes the phone for me. If the phone is too big, I'm sorry, I'm not about to walk around with a fucking monitor in my pocket. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's just me though. So other people say, hey, the bigger the better. That ain't me though, because I can't walk around with a big ass phone. All right. So
I would. I already do now, so
yeah, and it's funny because I'll probably fall into the boat sooner or later. And Google will probably release another big ass phone next year. I'm like, yep, that's the one. Time for a refresh anyway. I'm just gonna buy it. So then it's probably gonna be like almost $1,000. This trend is actually pretty disturbing. Moving on to the actual news that we wanted to talk about, the actual article. Apparently, there was an Apple developer. What he develops, I don't know. Was he a software developer? Was he a hardware developer? Doesn't really matter. He works for Apple. He has connects. Let's put it that way. He was an engineer. What he engineered, not too sure, but he was
the iPhone 8 and 10.
Damn, that nigga made money then.
Okay.
He's in the 6 figures faux show. Apparently this dude engineer, he had a daughter, white daughter, and yes, that does make a difference for everybody that's about to call me out. Yes, it does matter, because other races probably would not have done this. I swear to God, Apple. Okay, Let me get the circumstance out of the way first.
No, the disclaimer.
I mean, the situation.
The disclaimer is you don't speak for all of us, and that's it. That's it.
I am the IMO Podcast, everybody. My words speak for literally everybody, and nobody disagrees. They signed the contract. They knew what they was getting themselves into, guys.
There's no contract. No,
there was a contract. They're lying. I'm taking you guys to court.
Whatever.
Your Honor, these niggas right here signed the contract.
Oh my God.
Moving on. Software, whatever engineer of the iPhone 8 had a daughter. Apparently that daughter did the dumbest thing possible and recorded herself using the phone on Apple's premises, which is already a big no-no. So yeah, dude, Apple was like, nah, fam, we can't have this. Fired dude on the spot, no ifs, ands, or buts. Apple, the engineer of the iPhone 8, is now out of a job because his daughter wanted to be all gung-ho and showed the phone before it was supposed to be shown. For all the people who don't know, most companies take that shit very, very, very fucking seriously. You do not talk about a product before they want you to talk about it. I think it's called an embargo. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. Basically, it says, hey, we can give you this product, but you do not talk about it in any way, shape, or form until this date. This dude, or I mean, this woman violated that. They figured out, hey, the dad gave her the phone, and then she recorded the stuff on Apple premises, which is already illegal, damn near. So they said, nah, you out, buddy. We don't care if you made the phone or not. we don't play that, because I guess money, they could have lost money and shit. If people were to say it was bad before the phone came out, people wouldn't buy it, and Apple's not having that no money shit. So yeah, how do you guys feel about this? Do you guys think that Apple was justified? Do you guys think they should have slapped him on the wrist, or do y'all think, hey, yeah, they should have fired that nigga on the spot like they did Flo?
I think they were in the right of firing the dude, just because it's like it's you don't release something or like any. Like it was such a breach of contract, and it's a hot mess. Like, I can't believe that actually happened. Like, is she disowned or something by her family at this point?
I mean, I wouldn't disown my kid for a company.
But she should know better. She's the daughter of an Apple engineer. I'm pretty sure that he.
She could be stupid as shit. Remember, Jack Black's parents are fucking astronauts. I'm just
saying, like, I'm pretty sure they had the conversation with her and saying, like, hey, you can't showcase like new Apple products before they are released. Like, I'm pretty sure, isn't that information told to like not just the employees but the employees' family?
I don't know.
Like, you would think.
I would doubt it. Like, what? You work for Apple? Hey, we gotta talk to your family now? I don't think it works that way.
I'm pretty sure they have to get like the notice, because like, if you had a family member that worked for Apple, don't tell me that you wouldn't be trying to like get the, I don't know, like either at least a discount, or at least trying to get a peek at the new stuff. Well, if you could call it new.
That goes back to the employee then, in my opinion.
But still, though, it's just like, it's no forethought. Maybe it speaks to this generation, that they are so quick to like immediately try to get the most views as possible. That's or true. Like trying to like put everything online, but don't think of the consequences.
It's well, the girl looked pretty young. So she probably wasn't really like thinking about it like that. She definitely probably didn't foresee her father coming, getting fired. But her as a YouTuber, yeah, she probably should have known better. But if your argument was, hey, they're the daughter of an Apple engineer, they should have known better just off of that merit. I don't think that's entirely accurate. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of scientists who have children and their kids don't know shit. So I don't. That's kind of a moot point for me. But her being a YouTuber, and I think I don't know what her YouTube channel does or how well it's doing, but she definitely should have known better. But it was also the fault of the engineer, which is why Apple didn't sue the girl. They fired the father because he was the cause of it. If that's the case, Apple could have. I think Apple could have done both, but they said, nah, you gave her the phone, you let her film on our property, you out, buddy. So yeah, that's how that goes. I don't really feel too much sympathy, to be honest with you, but I'm just cold hearted like that. Maurice, what you think?
I mean, it's a security violation, and people at my job get fired because, like, they missed a virus scan or something like that. So I mean,
people get fired for that?
Well, I mean, not for like missing a virus scan, but like if you don't scan, if you do not scan a computer that needs to be scanned and that virus fucks up the network, you will get fired. Like, they'll trace it back to you, just gone. So, I mean, I can say if they're doing it under the terms that it's like a security risk, because I mean, you just don't play with shit like that. You really don't. Because like, what if someone like she was on YouTube, someone found out, someone tried to kidnap her, take the phone, steal all of Apple's secrets, like, you know, well, not so. It's kind of a bit extreme, but I mean, there's just could be a lot of things that could happen to her and the phone. So Apple has to protect itself, and by doing that, unfortunately, one family had to go without dinner for a couple of weeks because I don't have a job.
Please, you already know they got money.
Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, it just kind of is what it is.
Dude probably making $150K at least.
Okay.
At the very least. Come on, you know it's true.
Yeah,
An
but
Apple
I mean,
engineer?
Yeah, I know, but like if he's living a certain lifestyle, depending on, well, I mean, I'm not sure if I don't know him, but I mean, if he's living a certain lifestyle that requires him to, like, you know, be able to be bringing in that much money, then, you know, not having this job anymore and being blackballed at the same time is just gonna put like a hurt on his lifestyle. Blackballed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and what's sad is, where this dude gonna find a job at now?
Right.
That shit was pretty public.
Pretty public.
You're not gonna find that.
I did play all these important things.
You're not gonna find that 6-figure job as an engineer. I don't think so. You might wanna sell something, downgrade the house.
Change your name. You gotta change your name at this point. Like, you just can't have the same name anymore.
You got to go through what we call the struggle down here, boy.
Go into witness protection. Disown your whole family.
Whoa. How do you get on witness protection? Wait a minute. What do you do? What do you see? Apple might kill him though. Anyway, moving on. I wouldn't be surprised. Moving on, we have a little bit of time. I believe we started at 8 on the dot today. So we're calling this new segment "Thought Pieces," much to the chagrin of Flo. That's why I'm doing this.
You couldn't name it something else.
I think this is perfect until further notice. Maurice,
I like it.
I like it too.
When you work
Overruled. Clang. All right.
Is it clang? That's your gavel?
Yeah, the bang and the gavel. Yeah, that's all I had. So we talked a lot about single player games today. I mean, a lot. Sony just blessed our hearts with. Of course, there were games that we already know about, but very, very solid trailers for games that we already knew about. What do you guys think of the state of single player games in today's world? And for the past 10 or some odd years, multiplayer games have dominated. I dare you to refute it, Maurice.
No, they have.
Okay, then. Yeah, because we look at
loot
Call
boxes,
of Duty,
loot boxes.
Call of Duty,
loot boxes,
League of Legends. I'm getting to it, Sasha. Fuck up. Overwatch, which is pretty much just a multiplayer game. Multiplayers have been ruling. What do you think about single player games and loot boxes? All right, Maurice, go ahead and do your loot box shit. Are you saying loot boxes? Go. Loot boxes.
Yeah.
Loot boxes.
I mean, you didn't mention it. That's one of the main reasons why multiplayer is doing so well, because of loot boxes.
Yeah, it's the thrill of the thing. Loot boxes is pretty much the reason why we keep on coming back to the game. I almost think this shit is almost like science, where they figure out, oh wait, this makes you feel good. It releases dopamine in your brain or something, and I swear to God, that's probably it. To where they want to keep on making it go back over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and over again.
Yes,
this shit is almost science.
That's how that is the research, the market. That's all that money at work, researching what is going to get you high and make you buy that next game.
It's almost like a conspiracy theory. Like, I heard that, and this is just a little bit off topic. You know that the colors red and yellow makes you hungry?
Yes, I told you that.
And guess what?
McDonald's.
Yeah,
I think I saw that.
McDonald's,
I definitely
Wendy's,
heard that in a video previously.
Burger King.
I told you that because we were talking about colors for like the podcast thing, and then I was like, yeah, I randomly brought like, yeah, red and yellow make you hungry. Why do you think McDonald's is like that? And then that was the conversation.
Oh, I didn't know that before that though, because I'm not trying to shit on your point, but I saw that in the video.
You're not trying to, but you are. So
I'm not trying to,
okay.
but I did know that before, and it was weird. Anyway, red and yellow makes you hungry. McDonald's. Think of anything with a post cereal. It's almost criminal. Anyway, do you guys think
yes,
single player game will be the? All right, that's the show, everybody. Do you guys think that single player we are shifting our wants and our needs to more single player games? Because I've noticed, even, and this is just me speaking, I've been into the single player stuff heavy lately. If it's not Destiny or Overwatch, I wouldn't probably.
Oh yeah. Good. No, never mind.
I'm probably playing either Final Fantasy or Horizon. I'm looking forward to God of War coming out. Spider-Man is coming out. The Last of Us coming out. That'll probably have a multiplayer component to it, but nobody's playing The Last of Us multiplayer. Let's be real. And all of these games are single player games, and they're the games I'm looking forward to the most. If I had a Switch, shit. If I had a Switch, I'll probably be playing Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey until next summer or some shit. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a Switch right now. So all these great games, all these great single player games, do you guys think that these single player games are going to overtake or at least equal to multiplayer games right now in the industry?
Maybe not equal, because multiplayer games have maybe it's a monopoly on the gaming industry because of the loot boxes. But single player game, well, that's not the right word, because it's not like single player games are fading out. I mean, fucking Mario just sold 4 million copies after release weekend. Wait, was it 4 million? It was maybe 2. No, I think it was 4. I may be wrong on that. But fucking Mario just sold tremendously well, and it's mostly a multiplayer only experience. There is a co-op mode, but the game is more focused on the single player aspect. So no, I don't think the train's gonna stop rolling for single player games.
Okay. It's funny. I agree. Multiplayer is not going anywhere. I mean, it's literally the future. Yeah. So it's not. It's not going anywhere. If
anything, I have seen single player games adapt the loot box strategy to their game, for the multiplayer aspect. What is it?
True.
Would you count NBA 2K as a multiplayer, as a single player game or multiplayer game?
Oh god, you kind of have to, because it's literally a multiplayer game. I mean, you can play a single player,
but it has a story mode. So.
But so does Call of Duty.
Damn, true. Okay, never mind
then. Yeah, you made me lose my train of thought when you said 2K.
I was just okay.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I'm just going to speak for myself. I do not respect anybody who calls themselves a gamer and you're just playing 2K or NBA Live or whatever. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. You can't say that you're buying the same game every year and it's just 2K and you call yourself a gamer. Get at me. You can at me, whatever you want to do. Come at me, bro. You're not a gamer. You're just a nigga that plays 2K.
I'd like to remind the audience watching the IMO podcast that Andre does not speak for Flonora or Maurice. Just throwing that out there. Thanks.
Did I not say that before I started my rant?
Just reiterating. Thanks.
Just like how I see all you people who's just watching Dragon Ball Z and Bleach. I don't consider you guys anime fans. You're just niggas that watch.
Again, doesn't speak for the rest of us. Just throwing that out there.
Watch some real anime. Watch 91 Days. Watch Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry, Hunter x Hunter. I think the offer said it's just Hunter x Hunter too. I think everybody's still saying. What's the point of the X? Don't do it, Flo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just leave it the way it is. I have to ask the
question. Why? No.
This has been asked for years. Don't.
Then someone should have the answer by now.
Nah. Just leave it the way it is. You don't know these anime fans. You know. It'll tell you if we had. I wish we had millions of viewers. So and they'll go on your Twitter or whatever handle you're using. Look here, bitch. This is that. This is this. Oh, you're going. I wish it was like that because they will definitely do it. These niggas are crazy. Let's move on. It is Hunter x Hunter though. Maurice, I'm right?
Yes, it's Hunter x Hunter.
I'm still gonna say Hunter x Hunter because the X is there and I think it sounds cool. I mean, when you have the X that's bigger than the actual Hunter x Hunter part, I mean, naturally niggas is gonna say the X. But hey, that's
I'm still gonna say it. I'm just a nigga.
Remember, guys, Maurice doesn't speak for all of us. I don't consider myself to be a nigga.
But you just said the same thing. He's agreeing with you.
Flonora doesn't speak for me, guys. I don't think that I'm saying the same thing as Maurice, which is why we call this show, in my opinion. In my opinion. Not in our opinion. IOPIOO. What the fuck do we call the show again? In my opinion.
Oh my fucking
In
God.
our
IMO.
opinion.
Are you trying to say the initials?
Yeah. We don't call the show IOO. In our opinion. In my opinion. Big difference there.
Oh.
Wrapping up. Closing statements for everybody because we have nothing else to talk about. Nothing else happened unless you guys want to bring up something.
No.
Oh wow, that's a first. Maurice.
I don't know how to follow that up. Destiny 2 PC. I don't. Yeah.
Man, get over it, nigga. You had a week to let it all out.
Let what out? No, I mean get over with Flo just. I mean I don't know how to like follow up what Flo just said. Just no banter, nothing to play off of. Just no, not me.
Nah, we chill tonight. We chilling. We chilling tonight.
Clearly.
I mean, we ain't gonna have no arguments this time. We just gonna have a normal sign off and all that jazz. Right, Maurice, closing statements, go.
Crap, what did we talk about today? I'm excited for things.
Yeah.
Oh, Thor Ragnarok this weekend. Hey, closing statement.
Oh right. I might miss that.
Not surprised.
Yeah. I have a good reason. For everybody who doesn't know, I am moving out of my mama's place, and I'm getting my own place. So that takes priority over Thor Ragnarok. And Maurice, you're not one to speak because you missed the Golden Circle. So I don't want to hear it from you.
What I was gonna say was, what stops you from moving out on the 4th? Like, aren't you moving out on the 4th?
Yeah, but I still, I literally have not packed anything. My room is, and we're supposed
to pay for your mistake. That's how it is.
I'm not asking you to fend for my mistake. I said that
we don't get to see you because of your own mistake.
Opinion.
Man, you niggas don't like me.
You
Say what?
I said it's not an opinion. It's a fact that you didn't pack.
All right, IFO in fact of opinion. In my fact, IMF in my fact. I didn't pack. My room is literally the same way.
Reaching for the stars now. Reaching for the stars now, aren't you?
Right. You over here saying, "Oh, now we don't get to see you because you niggas don't even like seeing me." Shut the fuck up. So.
Okay. What? Who said that?
It was a joke. Damn.
Wow.
Oh come on, it was a good joke. In my opinion.
Yeah, well, stand up.
Okay.
This basically is stand up. In my closing thoughts, excited for M's new project. Even though I do think this might be his last project. I don't see him doing anything after this, to be honest with you. He might do a couple singles, but I don't think he's doing anything after this.
Why?
Why
would you think
that's a bold prediction.
Yeah, right?
How long do you think it'll be until his next one then?
Right?
5 years?
2-3 years?
Okay, but it's not his last.
I don't know about 2 or 3 years.
You put such a southern...
I'm sorry, I'm about to go to Texas, so...
What does that get to do with Oh, I gotta practice my Texas accent. No, that's not okay. So
No?
y'all heard that, right? So when the white people come into our neighborhood, when they start talking black and shit, I don't want to hear it. When in Rome, all right? How did you die there? Anyway, yeah. So and you guys heard it right. All the white people are gonna come in our neighborhoods and start talking like us. You ready for that? You ready for them to start saying nigga and thought, and that'd actually be pretty funny. Oh, what else?
You and me define humor very differently.
True.
I don't know about that.
You don't need to.
What else? What the fuck else did we talk about? Excited for Spider-Man and nothing else. We didn't talk about Dragon Ball Z, Light of Hope, but who the fuck cares about that?
It was actually a good production. You fuckface.
Who the fuck cares about it?
A lot of people. Okay, son.
Dragon Ball Z. Watch a real man's anime like Hunter x Hunter. Call me back when you get a Hunter x Hunter.
Did you even watch Light of Hope, son? Like,
I watched
nothing.
4 seconds of it.
You watched nothing. Then
I watched the very beginning.
The opening credits, son. Okay.
Then I had to go back to work.
All right.
I'm digging that new Gorilla song, and that's about it. Oh, and some dude was fired, and I hope he can feed his family now. He's gonna have a job just like us now. He's gonna be running desktop support. What are your credentials? I made the iPhone 8. Can you be nice to customers on the floor? I guess I'm basically describing our job, guys. Well,
okay.
Me and Maurice's job. Our job sucks. Anyway, I think we can sign off now.
Okay.
Yay.
Right. Thanks, you guys, for joining us.
Peace out.
Bye.